Alright, today we're going to fix our sights, and I think I found a really good solution to do it. Thank you to a subscriber's suggestion. I take people's suggestions when it makes sense to me. I'm like, you know what? That guy's fucking right. That will work. As you know, I got that new Hyundai Elantra, and it's kind of like the color of the car is kind of like silver gold, but this is more like a silver paint. See how silver it is? And it's real bright. And what better color to use silver than for this Colt with the silver medallion? And you know, not that that matters, but I think it'll look good if we use that for the sight paint. So we will use this. I'm going to try. I'm going to see how it works. It should work. Okay, it's not that old. I just got this year, so, and it's been in the house, hasn't been outside, so it should be fine. I hope. Now the first thing you do is, of course, take your 1911 all down, get all the parts out of the way. Now what I find, because there's still old sight paint in there, but so what I did was I got a little skinny. You can either use a paper clip or a straight pin or a real thin, you know, Allen wrench, and just put it in the circles and just scratch all that old paint out. And don't worry about scratching it. It doesn't matter, because you're painting the inside of that. Just don't scratch the outside. So I got all the paint out of the holes, the front and the rear. Now what I'll do next is, after I'm done scratching all that out, I got a 1/16 punch, and I find that a 1/16 punch fits in that hole perfectly. So these holes are 1/16 in diameter. Perfect. I'll show you what I'm going to use that for, because it'll speed things up, what I have in mind, I hope. Now the next thing I want to do is very, very important, is preparing the surface. Now we know there might be oil from my hands or whatever. This is what makes the difference of something lasting and something not lasting. Get some alcohol, put it on a Q-tip, and saturate them holes like that, and let it dry. This way, if there's any oil residue or anything, it'll dry that all out. Same with the front sight. Okay. Now the paint I used before wasn't the correct paint. I thought it was more of acrylic, but acrylic, but it wasn't. Okay. Okay. Now I'll just let that dry. Now the thing we're going to do different this time is always use a clean rag. I don't know if there's gun solvent or oil in that on a rag laying around, so I'll get a paper towel and dry that up real good. Make sure it's dry. Okay. Okay, so right now it has no sights on it at all. 0 sights, okay? Let that sit there, let it dry out a little bit more in case there's little micro spots that are drying still. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some masking tape. This blue masking tape, which my dog chewed, and every time it hits the tooth mark it rips. Okay, so let's get a nice clean piece, and let me get scissors. And I just want to cut a strip that'll just cover them sights up. Okay, I got the blue masking tape on there. Easy with the light, brother. Okay, I got the blue masking tape there. Now what I'm going to do is just find the holes with this little tool. Not punch through, just find them. I found one there. Found one there. Now what I'm going to do is get the punch, and hopefully it'll punch that masking tape out perfectly. Just give it a spin, cut through it, make sure you cut through it. Okay, that's it. Now all I gotta do is get a pin and then pick the tape out of there. Okay, I got the paint on this card. I'm going to put it on the end of this tip here, and I'm going to fill these in. This is great if you ain't got a steady hand. This is not a good alternative to do it this way. Okay, there it is. So I got the paint in there, the sight paint in there. And it's all over the tape, but it's not all over the gun. And I'll let it sit for a couple of minutes and peel it off, then we'll see what the hell it looks like. Okay, and it is bright silverish gold, so it's going to look good. If you look at the light, see how it catches the light and reflects the light? It's like a reflector. That's perfect for sights, right? Alright, let that dry a little bit, then we'll pull the tape off and see how she looks. Okay, it's not all the way dry yet, but it's pretty dry. I don't want to make it all the way dry, because if it's all the way dry, it'll create one big skin and you might peel them out. So I'm going to take it off now. Oh man. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, the front sight's done. The front sight actually was pretty easy. I didn't even have to put tape on it. I just dipped this point in there and just pushed it in there and held it, and it just filled it right up. And I'll tell you, this auto body paint, touch-up paint, I got a little bit on the slide, and man, I had to get hoppies to get it off, and they almost didn't get it off. So that's good. That's a good sign. This stuff's going to last a long time, I think. Remember, guys, I just want to tell you one thing about that's it. The sights are done. Just want to show you that they look good. Good. That's just about what they look like. And there's the front one. I don't know if you can see that. Front sight. It's all good. Okay. But that trick with the tape works pretty good. Definitely saved me a lot of time. One thing I wanted to show you. One thing I do use hoppies a lot for. If you ever have like permanent magic marker on like your countertop or something, this stuff, you ever hear that stuff called goof off? This works just as good. This will take off anything. Like if your kids has pen and they drew it on your table, or magic marker or anything like that, this will take it right off. This stuff's pretty handy. You can use it for a lot of things other than guns. It's very, 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 very strong solvent. So just remember, after you clean the area with this, we'll go over it again with a soapy white or damp rag, because you don't want the hoppy sitting on there. But this stuff will take it off. Unbelievable. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry. Now we got our new bright silver sights on there. They look good. I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to put the whole gun together and see what it looks like. I don't want to mess with it while they're wet. Okay, the paint's dry. Let's get the 1911 back together. I don't know how to do it. Someone show me, will you? Okay. You are sorry ass Mo. I don't know what Mo means, but people say it in Philly. Yo Mo, what's up Mo? Yo, what's up Mo? Everyone says it. I don't know what the hell it means, but that's what we say. We don't know what the hell we're doing. All we know how to do is eat. Alright, let me see. Now one thing. Jesus Christ, the Eagles won a football game. You know, Philly's funny, man, because the Eagles are so... I'm not an Eagles fan, I'll tell you right now. But I used to be. I used to be. The Eagles won a game yesterday, and they were like, on the radio, the guy, what's his, Merrill Reese, whatever his name is, guy's annoying as hell. And, sorry, I'm having problems here. They were counting down, like, from 9, 10, 8, 7, 6. I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't this only the second or third game they played in the season? What the hell are they doing a countdown for? Act like they're winning the friggin' Super Bowl. That's how much they don't win. Jesus God, please. Oh man, if you're an Eagles fan, don't be offended. I just don't. I'm not a forgiving person when people abuse animals. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for abusing animals. And, you know, ever since he got on our team as our quarterback, I just don't watch him anymore. And that's just the way I feel. I'm usually a forgiving guy, but I just can't forgive that. You're abusing something that's giving you, and all it wants to do is give you unconditional love, and you're going to abuse that. I don't know what kind of person does that. That's a nasty person. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say about it. They look good to me, and what I like about this paint is because it's metallic looking, it catches the light like a reflector. There it is. Shiny silver rear and front sights. They almost look white. They're so silver they look white, but they look like I can't explain it. Like silver reflectors. Can't see it on the camera. Because remember, my car has metallic paint, and metallic like reflects. Looks good. And that's it. Cost me nothing to do it. Showed you a real fast, easy way to do it. Don't forget, if you have this Colt, well, you have to measure now. If you have a different gun, this one 1/16 punches out that masking tape perfect. Alright guys, well, I know it wasn't the best video, but that's it. We're going to start shooting this Colt more. How many rounds are through this bad boy? Let me see. 600 and 120 hollow points. There's more than 120 hollow points to it now. There's probably about 160 hollow points. This 1911 is 0 defects. It's never failed yet. So the 1911 and the Glock 23 right now are my two most reliable handguns. But the Glock 23 is in the lead because it does have 800 rounds to it without any failures. But on the other hand, there ain't too many hollow points through the Glock. The Colt has about 160 hollow points through it. So right now, to me, I would put them as a tie. Right now, they're just like neck and neck. All right? All right. See you guys soon.